South Africa has experienced a string of devastating natural disasters in recent months, from catastrophic flooding to destructive storm surges. Some religious figures have claimed these events are God's wrath in response to human sinfulness and immorality. However, most experts say the disasters have natural causes related to climate change impacts. In this video, we will analyze both perspectives on the roots of South Africa's crises. Hello and welcome to Unpredictable Planet.
Oh, shit.
Over the past year, South Africa has faced several devastating natural disasters that have taken lives, destroyed homes and infrastructure, and displaced thousands of people. From severe flooding to powerful storm surges, extreme weather has unleashed chaos in multiple provinces. In February 2023, heavy rainfall and overflowing rivers caused extensive flooding in parts of Eastern Cape and Mpumalanga provinces. The town of Kamani in Eastern Cape experienced major flooding when the Kamani River and other waterways broke their banks. Around 1,000 people were displaced from their homes, with hundreds of children and infants affected. The Queenstown Life Private Hospital was also inundated, forcing officials to relocate patients. Tragically, 2 people lost their lives when they were swept away in the flooded Mulumati River in Mpumalanga. Flooding impacted the southern section of Kruger National Park as well, causing the closure of several camps. Just a few months later in June, more lives were lost and dozens of homes destroyed by flash flooding in KwaZulu-Natal province. In one devastating incident, 3 people drowned when they were swept away in a flooded river while trying to cross. At least 70 houses were completely destroyed and over 100 more damaged in the greater Durban area. Livestock also perished and several schools sustained damage. It was a traumatic event that displaced over 150 people.
Yes, it's bad, huh?
In September, a powerful storm surge combined with high spring tides to unleash chaos along the coastline of the Western Cape. Huge waves crashed over promenades in Cape Town, with incredible video footage capturing the moment vehicles were swept off the road at Camps Bay and Clifton. Several more cars disappeared under the churning whitewash in separate incidents. Although remarkably there were no injuries, the sheer force of the towering waves was on full display. Further east along the Cape Peninsula, swells over 7 meters high pounded the rocky shores, drenching onlookers and tourists. With unpredictable rip currents and wave surges, authorities closed beaches and urged people to avoid the coast. The garden route experienced extensive destruction as well, with giant waves ravaging beaches at Wilderness, Sedgefield, and Plettenberg Bay. Boardwalks, access ways, and properties were damaged by the overwhelming ocean assault. It serves as a sobering reminder of the sea's potential for destruction.
Oh my soul!
Town itself has battled immense flooding over the past year due to a relentless string of intense winter storms. In September 2023, the city faced a crisis situation with downpours and powerful winds uprooting trees, flooding settlements, leaving roads underwater, and knocking out electricity across the metro. Tragically, one person was swept away in the raging Persevere River, and 2 more went missing in Villersdorp. Dams were already at full capacity when this storm hit, so flash floods and mudslides posed a major risk. The South African Weather Service had issued an urgent Level 9 warning for the severe system.
It's 6 o'clock and there's a 7th Street in Strand. The whole 7th Street is flooded. The entire road is flooded.
Despite the advance notice, the storm still took a toll, with 2 people having to be rescued from a flooded house in Strand. In Hout Bay, winds ripped the roof off one home. Extensive road closures left some motorists stranded overnight. With widespread storm damage, restoring power was an enormous challenge. Looking ahead, heavy rainfall and flooding could continue to threaten Eastern Cape, KwaZulu-Natal, Western Cape, and other provinces over the coming months, according to projections. Areas like the Garden Route and Cape Winelands are particularly vulnerable. Dams and rivers are often already near full capacity due to seasonal rainfall. With the ground saturated, even normal amounts of precipitation can cause excessive overland runoff and flash flooding. As we have explored, South Africa faces immense challenges from escalating natural disasters, governance breakdowns, and social woes. Religious leaders often proclaim these crises are God's wrath for the nation abandoning conservative values. However, evidence suggests natural and societal calamities stem from complex scientific and institutional factors. Moving forward constructively necessitates focusing more on evidence-based reforms and pragmatic solutions rather than reactive moral finger-pointing. With courage, reason, and compassion, South Africa can work to build a more just, resilient, and equitable society. But progress requires embracing facts over supernatural dogmas. The nation's future hinges on addressing root causes, not invoking divine curses detached from reality. By working together and taking proactive action, the country can hopefully prevent flooding and storm damage from taking such a tragic human and economic toll in the future. But it will require innovation, preparation, and substantial investment to protect South Africa's cities and citizens from nature's fury. Do you think recent natural disasters in South Africa are attributable to divine wrath or natural climate factors? What evidence supports your perspective? What gives you hope or concern when reflecting on South Africa's ability to cope with escalating climate change impacts in the coming decades? Thanks for watching. See you next time.